Hi children, how are you doing? Hope you are following all the classes well, and have you completed your chapter 11 force and pressure notes which I sent you yesterday? So please do complete it, and today I am going to talk about a very good concept. Children, many a times children would come to me and ask that, in spite of learning a particular concept with full concentration, they tend to forget. I think most of us experience it, right? It's a common problem. We learn so well and yet we tend to forget what we learn. So not just learning, children, retaining and retrieving what we learn also is equally important, or I'll say that it's more important, right? So what is to be done? How to address this problem? So here today I have come up with one tool of learning which will really help you learn well. It will help you in learning a concept well, and not just learning but retaining and also retrieving the information whatever you have learned in a very easy and effective manner. Okay, and that is called as mind mapping, children. Mind mapping, or also it is called as a concept mapping, is a very effective tool which helps you in understanding a particular concept and learning and remembering a particular concept for a very long time. So it's nothing but collection of different words related to a topic, children, that you learn. Okay, these are nothing but different words from the topic that are related to each other. You need to start with the main heading and then first you have to go through the entire concept once and jot down important terms or definitions and then relate to each other. So today I have sent two pics of the mind maps from force and pressure chapter. So I want you to prepare your own mind map or a concept map by starting with the heading of the concept. For example, if it is force, you write this, you take an A4 sheet and write force in the middle of the page, okay, paper. And then you start thinking what you learnt about force. Now we know that force. What is force? First of all, we learned that it is push or pull, right? So somewhere you write down that it is nothing but a push or a pull. Then you write down the pushing wherever, the activities which come under the push action and whatever activities that come under the pull action. What else we learned? We learned that force is of two types. That is contact force and non-contact force. That also you jot down. Examples of contact force, examples of non-contact force. And then what we learnt about the force, the units of force, the definition of force, whatever comes to your mind, whatever you have learned from the topic, just in a shortcut manner, in the form of some terms or in the form of some definitions, you can write and you can go on expanding this, mind map such that very cleanly and clearly in a page, if you write down at the end of every chapter, it's going to really help you a lot in retaining the concept well, children. You can apply this to any topic that you learn, irrespective of the subjects, especially when the topic is very difficult to remember. These mind maps will help you a lot. Okay, so I want all my students to construct a mind map or a concept map on force and pressure. Already two pics related to force and pressure chapter. Just go through them and create your own mind map, children, and see the difference for yourself. Okay.